All right, now we're going to work on forgot password. All right, so if user forgot their password, they can ask to reset the password. So the way it works is, let me quickly log out. Okay, so we have that link, forgot password. Actually, it doesn't take anyway. So we will create a screen, and on that screen, we will show them one field where they can enter the email. So if they forgot the password, they will enter the email and hit the button asking for the password reset code. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to try to find this user based on the email from the database, and if we find, we will send them the email to their email account using SendGrid. So we have already, let me just quickly go to the server. So we already have the SendGrid installed. We have the SendGrid key as well. SendGrid key is also here. So we're going to use SendGrid to send the email. So in the email, we will send them the token. Okay, so we generate the token and we send that to the email, and also we save that in the database as well. All right, and then when they get the email, we will ask them to enter that code underneath that email in that password reset screen, and then when they enter the code, and then they will submit they will enter the new password, and then they will submit the button. So at that time, in the back end, we will try to find the user based on not only email but also based on that code that we send them via email. Okay, so that is saved in the database as well. So we'll try to find the user based on the code and the email using both. So if they both if we can find the user based on both of these arguments, the email and the code, that means we got the correct user, right? So anyone else wouldn't know that code because we send them only to the email address. So in that case, we will allow them to reset the password. So basically their new password we will again hash and save in the database, and then we will send them show them some kind of alert that, hey, you have successfully updated your password. Now you can log in with your new password. Right, so basically based on the code and the email, we will allow them to reset the password. All right, so we can get started here. So let's quickly work on this one. Let's go to sign in the client screens. So we got that text forgot password. Let me use on press use arrow function, navigation dot navigate, and we navigate them to forgot password screen, which we don't have yet, so we have to create that. So let's go and create that here, forgot password.js, and let's just create a basic component here, import react, import text, no curly brace, this one, from Colorado, and then import view from React Native. All right, then we can create a component const forgot password equals to, we return the view, and here we say forgot password, make it a title, center, and then we export default forgot password. All right, now let's make sure we add it to our screens. So components, nav, screen snap, let's import that here. import forgot password from screens forgot password, and then we can put that in the stack. So just like sign in and sign up, anyone can access that page. Also should be able to be accessible for not logged in user. So this one, forgot password. This one also, component forgot password. Alright, so that's all we need. Now let's go click on this one and we land on the forgot password, but we have to use safe area view because you can see it's going all the way to the top. So for that, actually we can save some time by going to sign in and just use this code. So basically we need everything pretty much same. We need only one field, so we can remove password and remove few other things we don't need. Okay, so let me copy the code from sign in and go to passwords, this screen, and paste here. So change this name, forgot password. Let's go on top, change here. Here we don't need, actually we need password, but bit later, not now. Okay, so that means let's come here and let me just comment out this one. Password also we need bit later, but at the moment comment that out. Change this to forgot password. Okay, so that's how it looks, this one. That's the email. We don't have enough space here for some reason. Okay. This one, I think we should put some style here. Margin bottom 50. Okay, that's better. Okay, so forgot password. If they forgot the password, they come here. We ask them to enter the email, and then we change the button text to request reset code. Okay, let's write that. Oh, sorry, that's not the one. What is that? Not yet registered. Let's remove the whole block. We don't need that. So here, forgot password. Actually, let's change this to sign in. Sometimes they might want to go back, right? So change that to sign in. Navigate to sign in. Okay. Now forgot password. Let me change this button text, submit button. This one. Request reset code. Okay, that looks good. So the first step will be to ask the user to enter the email, send this email when they hit the button, send the email, and in the backend you want to generate a token, save in the database, and send to the user's email. All right, so that's the first step. And once the user receives that code, then we need to show other fields for password and the code. Okay, so as soon as we user submit this button, you can show these two input fields as well, for password and to enter the new password and to enter the reset code. Okay, so for the moment, let's just wait, and let's come here and see how we can send this email. So that executes on handle submit, I suppose. Let me just double check. So So that's user input, the button handle submit, that gets executed. So let's work on this one, and then we can work in the backend, all right, to implement this one. So here what we can do is we can do set loading to true, first thing. Next one, if no email, because email is required, if no email, then we can show alert email is required. And then if there's an error, if user didn't enter the email, set loading immediately, set it to false, and then a return as well. So there's no point executing any other code. Otherwise, if we got the email, then we can try catch any error, console log the error, and also show the alert if there is something goes wrong. Alert error sending email, try again. Okay, so here what we want to try is we want to make a request, post request, const data equals to await axios dot post, make post request to the endpoint, forgot password, and we need to send something in the request body, and that would be email. All right, so we do that, and then set loading to false, and then we can also show the alert, enter the password reset code we sent in your email. All right, so as soon as they enter the email and hit the submit button, we can ask them show this alert so that they know what to do, right? That means we also need to show these two other input fields here. Now before we do any of that, let me just console log data with a bit of a comment, reset password response. Okay, so we have a look at this console log, and then we can create another two inputs for new password and the code. But for now, let's work on the backend so that we have the endpoint which will email the reset code to the user's email. Okay, so now if we try, we get the error alert, and if you put the email now, okay, so we can work on this one. So we can send the response okay, true or false. So if it is true, then only then we will show this alert. So we'll work on this one.